Tabloids claim he confessed to Lindsey Vonn before she broke it off. Anthony Anderson's real life ends up on ABC's hit sitcom Blackish.
Junior is a Republican. As in Republican?
And he's revealing if it ever has his kids screaming, "Aw, Dad!" And are 3 people really getting killed off Scandal? Guillermo Diaz has a survival guide to the totally twisted, game-changing season finale. Plus, Hot Topics are getting a jolt of Morning Joe from Mika Brzezinski. This is The View with Whoopi, Nicole Wallace, Rosie Perez. And today, Raven Simone, Paula Farris, and Molly Sims hit the co-host chairs. It all starts now.
And I know we sent kisses yesterday. I think we need something a little stronger today. So reach over and hug the person next to you and say, "Whoopi, this is for you." Give Raven for you. Raven. Hey, okay, thank you, Raven. All right, and we're going to keep our promise. We promised you guys on Monday we'd never subject you to a Whoopi-free hour.
Yes. So today we are going to look back at her mega comedy hit that had audiences on their feet. Sister Act, take a look.
Doing this is she never lets us play anything. When the Oscars came around, I said, "Can we run something from when you?" No, don't run that. You know, like when she finds out about this, we're going to be in so much trouble.
We're having a lot of fun doing this. Yeah. She's so talented. Speaking of talent, Molly Sims, actress, model. And can I just say to all you moms, Molly, you have 2 kids and you just had a baby 7 weeks ago. You look amazing.
Wait, I'm gonna start crying. This is Scarlett, right? Scarlett, that's her. It's our first plane ride. I had to come because when The View calls, you come. And it's exhausting and magical and so fun, and I love it. It was a little bit hard to get her, and I'm so blessed. So perfect.
You look amazing, by the way.
So I am trying. Breastfeeding, multitasking. It is hard.
I love the picture of you at the computer with her in front of. Can we put that one up?
That is me. That's the super mama multitasking right here. I was trying to do. You know, it's like I moved my office in when I had Brooks. I have almost a 3-year-old, and I was like, I'm doing this, you know, and that's what it takes, you know, and to be close to them. Okay, this is it. I have a lifestyle website, and it was Cinco de Mayo, so I just wrapped her up and put a little sombrero on her.
That's why there's such a necessity for paid maternity leave in this country. It should be universal. It should be a national thing.
Paid maternity leave and a good husband makes everything possible.
Or a good partner.
Good partner, yes.
Or a good
partner. But everybody's asking me, you know, is he helping you? I'm like, is snoring helping me in the middle of the night?
Exactly.
You say I'm breastfeeding because there's nothing else to do but breastfeed. You know, there's no diaper changing, there's no crying, there's no burping. Every 3 hours I've been up.
I'm convinced that that's why my husband encouraged me to breastfeed, so that he didn't have to get up in the middle of the night and give the baby a bottle.
You guys, what about this kind of partner? So tabloids are claiming that Tiger Woods is back on the prowl. All right, they say he confessed to ex-girlfriend Lindsey Vonn that he cheated on her, and that's what led to the breakup. Tiger has had so many headlines in the past for messing around. Should anyone be surprised by this?
Well,
I think he's a man. He's a man. It's gonna happen.
But I think a little red flag when you're dating. I know people do that like on Tinder and other places now. But one thing to check for is time spent in rehab for sex addiction.
Yeah, sex addict.
Red flag.
Yeah, just have we done this before?
Yeah.
You know? And they're saying that he doesn't even have a guilt towards it because this is just what he does. He played badly, so he had sex with another woman.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, he admitted to 120 affairs. He hasn't admitted to this. This is just one source. It's alleged, and he said, according to the source, that it was a stress relief. But he's now ranked 125th in the world, whereas before he was ranked #1. We talked about this yesterday.
Sports Head over here. I can almost see her thought bubble. Let it out, RP. Let it out, Sports Head.
Stress relief.
I don't care what a player does in their private life. I really don't. I mean,
This is why she's the first lady of
I'm sorry.
Lindsay?
No, I wouldn't be okay with it if I was Lindsay, but I'm not Lindsay. So I think that it's an issue that she has to deal with. And the thing is that I think what's a bigger issue for Tiger is his performance on the golf.
Which is crummy, right?
Which is really crummy.
I think that his life is crossing over, though. I mean, after you get to a certain level of celebrity, your personal life becomes your celebrity life as well, sadly, but it is true. And I think that you do not need to have a girlfriend if you know you like getting it in with other people.
Exactly.
Like, don't tie him down so that we just take you as the new Hugh. I mean, new.
I love how respectful Lindsay is being. You know, she's not commenting. She's classy. The relationship ended. It was great. So in that way, I give her a lot of respect because now this coming out, that's not easy.
We were talking yesterday, off camera, by the way, that a lot of times men have the filet, but sometimes they just want the cheeseburger. And he wanted Lindsay, but yes, this was a topic of conversation.
Hold on, they get this, you know, these athletes sometimes get this God complex that they can do anything and they can be anything. And
you don't have to be Tiger Woods to have that. But speaking of cheeseburgers and God, and men with the past, former President Bill Clinton talked to David Letterman about where he sees himself relocating in the future. Take a look at the clip.
What's the chance of you moving back to 1600 Pennsylvania?
Well, first of all, Hillary has to win the nomination. If she wins the nomination, then she has to win the election. If she wins the election, the chances are 100% I'll move back. Wait. If I'm asked.
If you're...
I love the Bill Clinton condition at the end of the sentence. It never gets old for me. Of course I will move back. If I'm asked. I mean, I love it. And, you know, I think that the Clintons sometimes wonder why people have questions about their marriage. They've actually both written about it in their books. Bill Clinton calls marriage a mystery that he may never understand. Well, one of the things that we can demystify is that many married couples cohabitate. So I think that was just a funny thing for people to hear him say.
Yes, and then there's the issue of Chelsea Clinton, of what her role is going to be in the White House. You know, if Hillary gets elected as president, and there's other, you know, because we're questioning is he going to be the first dude? Is he going to want to do all the responsibilities? If he doesn't, you know, in history, other people, other daughters would step in for the first lady, and maybe Chelsea will step in for the first dude.
I love a modern family.
I love a modern family. I love that Chelsea will do it.
It said that the only daughter of Benjamin Harris and Mary McKee was also named hostess after the mother Caroline died of age 34. I would like to see Bill Clinton, not Hillary. I mean, not Chelsea. No offense. I just think it needs a little bit of role reversal. It'll help other things going on in different communities saying, hey, it's possible.
I'm confident he can throw a party.
We all know he can throw a party. I'm just not sure it's the kind of party Hillary wants. But on a much more serious note, I know you would. On a much more serious note, before we go to break, our thoughts and prayers go out to everyone who's affected by the train derailment in Philadelphia. That's a train that I'm sure all of us have taken. It runs from, they were traveling from D.C. to New York, and people have lost their lives, and people are still waiting for word about their families. And so at this moment, we don't know everything, but it has already started a debate that we'll be talking about around this table for many days and weeks to come about how much money we spend or don't spend on our infrastructure.
Right. And also our prayers are with the few that are still in critical condition in the hospitals as well.
Yeah. There are a lot unaccounted for still.
Yeah. We'll be right back with more Hot Topics.
It's not Michelle, it's not Hillary, and it ain't Beyonce either. So which woman is ahead of all these ladies where it really counts? Find out next.
Relook, rethink, reimagine. Because right here, right now, it's time to take a closer look at Botox Cosmetic, the only FDA-approved treatment for the temporary improvement of both moderate to severe frown lines and crow's feet. See what real results can really look like. So talk to your doctor about Botox Cosmetic and make it part of what you do for you. The effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Do not take Botox Cosmetic if you have a skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, eyelid drooping, and swelling. Tell your doctor about your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects. Look me in the eyes and see what's possible. Botox Cosmetic. It's time to take a closer look.
Welcome back, everybody. Americans were polled to find out which woman they want to see as the new face on the $20 bill, and topping the list so far is Harriet Tubman. I think that's a good choice. Who would you like to see? Raven has a new idea.
No offense to everyone who's going to be mad at me for saying this. I don't like that idea. I don't like it.
Why not?
I think we need to move a little bit more forward. There's a lot of other ways. Yes, I understand. Let me just preface. I understand the history. I get it. Trust me, I was taught. I'm in that culture. But there was also William a Man Killer. There's also Rosa Parks, Eleanor Roosevelt, and Harriet Tubman. And me personally, I would have chosen Rosa Parks. I would have chosen someone that is closer to the progression that we're doing now. And I know you have to understand history so you don't repeat it, but that doesn't really happen in our world, because we still repeat history of hating other cultures over and over again. So I would choose a different one, no offense.
I think we can all agree, though, that a woman should be on the face of our currency.
For sure.
And you know what? It doesn't require. Yeah. Right? And this is another thing that does not require an act of Congress. All you have to do is the Treasury Secretary has to say it's so, and that's a guy. So maybe we should call him.
Yeah.
We should call him.
We should right now.
What about you guys? Do you think Harriet Tubman's a good choice?
I like Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks.
I like Harriet Tubman. You know, she set a precedent. She was very bold. She risked her life over and over and over again with the Underground Railroad.
More than 300 slaves.
Yes, yep. And you know, it would be good if it was Harriet. It would be good if it was Eleanor Roosevelt, Rosa Parks, Wilma. I don't care, just as long as it's a woman.
Yes.
And why do we have to choose? There are tons of guys on money. Like, why couldn't we have all four? You know, and we have one more to add to the list. Can we see it? We marked one up.
She needs to be on the 50 or the $100. Oh my gosh!
All right, Arkema, you got my crime.
Yes, yes. This just fascinated me. There is a new documentary on the so-called cannibal cop who was arrested for conspiring in online chat rooms to kidnap, kill, wait for it, and eat dozens of women. Yes, honey. He defends himself, saying it was all just his fantasy. He never acted on it. So, was he prosecuted just for thinking about committing a crime? Is that a horrible crime in itself?
He was charged and convicted, and then it was overturned. But he went on one of these fetish websites and was speaking about his wife, who's now his ex-wife, no surprise, said, quote, "I want her to experience being cooked alive. She'll be trussed up like a turkey, terrified, screaming, and crying." Right, but this was on a online chat room just for fantasy, and even though it's sick and it's demented and it's wrong, he didn't commit the crime. So the premeditation is very interesting, because it's like Minority Report. You know, the movie Minority Report, where they had psychics determine that you're going to commit a crime, so therefore we're going to arrest you.
There's two things, though, okay? So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, it's sick. It's sick. It's mental health. It's what if he was going to commit it? We don't know whether he was going to commit it or not commit it, but the whole, I mean, clearly he hates his ex-wife. He wants to cook her.
Yes, but that's what you were alluding to, instead of jail.
Instead of jail, there's a sickness, but you also have to understand, like, there's sites for all kinds of crazy things. And a lot of people fulfill their desires, their sickness desires. It's something that is in all of us. Everybody has a weird fantasy. There needs to be an outlet of some kind. And I kind of ride the fence now. Yes, it's an illness, but we have sometimes you have stuff wrong in your head. You have to get it out some way, otherwise it's going to manifest, and he's actually going to do it. So which one's worse, right?
But conspiracy to cook and eat your wife is also a crime. I mean, that's a crime in our system. I mean, conspiracy to commit murder is a crime.
But he was saying that exactly, and his defense was that it was fantasy. That he wasn't conspiring. It was just a fantasy, and that is such a fine line. It's such a fine, sicko line.
I don't see it. If this was my sister or my mother or my daughter, I'd want him locked up and I'd want the key thrown away.
I think we should ask too. Why is he having these thoughts? And that's what he needs to address, and that gets back to the whole mental health.
Someone help him, but he doesn't need to be on our streets. He doesn't. He needs to be locked up.
Yes, it's a fabulous documentary, and I encourage everybody to see it, because this is a discussion that needs to be had. Because, like you said, if it was a child molester, yeah, I would say, like, lock him up. But, you know, there are people who have those thoughts and go to therapy to prevent themselves from acting on those thoughts. So should they be convicted as well?
They should definitely be looked at and put in a hospital. But I have a question. Sorry. Can we ask you? How do you stay so small after a baby?
You look absolutely gorgeous. A lot of work.
You have a workout.
Wait, okay, so I found this great girl when I was worried. On my first pregnancy, I gained 80 pounds. And this pregnancy, I ended up having...
Can I tell you, I'm always happy when supermodels say that. I'm sorry.
On this one, I gained around between 40 and 45 pounds. But I was researching, and I found this girl called Kayla Incinez. And if you look on her Instagram, she has 2.7 million followers.
Wow.
It's 28 minutes, 4 days a week.
That's
and
it?
That's doable. And walking, you know, you can do your cardio on your own. But it's healthy. You will see the girls and women downloading it on their phones, on their this PDF, and it's easy to do. The workout itself is really hard. It's high reps. It's quick, but it's over in 28 minutes. And what has gotten everybody is her before and afters. And she documents week 1, week 4.
Is it high reps of calisthenics,
fit training, cross training. It's a little bit of everything. It's strength training, but it's.
Did you eat the same thing?
You know, eating, people say you need to, it's a huge part of it. Don't let anybody out there say, it's a huge, huge part of it. Like, I cannot eat McDonald's and M&Ms all day long and do a 28-minute workout and erase it. It doesn't work that way. I mean,
you know, I was telling Raven the other day, I said, all you really need is 30 minutes a day to burn your calories. But I don't eat right. I eat like a pig.
No. This girl
I wasn't already small, Mama. I needed 2 hours a day.
You don't. You don't. I'm telling you.
Miss Molly, I hate to come for you, but you ain't never been 180 pounds without a baby in your system.
Well, I was 204 with a baby in my system, but
I was 180 pounds without a baby in my system.
And you only did 30 minutes a day?
30 minutes a day.
These are some of the most beautiful bodies I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to let them fight it out. We'll be right back.
Has this season of Scandal fried your brain as much as it did mine? Take a deep breath, because Huck's here with a sneak peek of the twisted season finale you never saw coming. Later.
So, what is love? Love is being independent. Love is dancing. At Shriners Hospital for Children, love is a new smile.
At Shriners Hospitals for Children, love is caring for a child regardless of the family's ability to pay. Learn how you can send your love to the rescue at lovetotherescue.org.
Show I love getting up early to be on, Morning Joe, and she's just written a brand new must-read book for women, and men should read it too, called Grow Your Value. Please welcome my friend, my mentor, Mika Brzezinski. Hello.
Hello. Hi. How are you? How's that baby?
I saw you right before I gave birth.
Oh my gosh, she was out to here.
And look at her now.
I know.
Now she's out to in here.
Yeah. Shrink her value. Okay, so we want to get you right on the hot topics because that's what you do every morning, and we want to get you on some of these stories that we've been talking about. Hillary Clinton, I think you have stood out in the media for being tougher on her than I think Republicans thought the media would be on Hillary Clinton. Why?
Well, I just think there's some interesting, tough questions that need to be answered, and I find it frustrating that it's very hard to get over the moat. But also,
the moat. Explain the moat.
The
what
moat is the Clinton world, where you're either in and you're inside the moat, or you're outside the moat. And I would love, it wouldn't be so hard to be able to ask questions. Having said that, you and I see these things from different angles, especially from the perspectives we've had in our careers or our lives. And I think there are two strategies happening here. Number one, as a strategist, you might say, hold everything, hold all the good stuff until the race really heats up.
That's what I think she's
going
to do.
I would say, though, in this case, let her go. She's capable of answering the questions. Get out of her way. Bill, get out of her way. Staff, get out of her way. Let the woman talk, because when she does, she's really good. I like her, but I don't like what I see happening. But listen, it's their call. She doesn't have to answer anything if she doesn't want to right now, but she will be asked.
Yeah. Okay, Chris Christie always open for answering questions. He hasn't officially thrown his name in the hat for president. You've advised him on weight and health. Yeah. Have you spoken with him about a presidential run? What do you think he's going to do?
So I've spoken to him about a presidential run a long time ago. He has not talked to me since Bridgegate.
Okay.
So I still sort of like him as a candidate, and I love actually a lot of what he's done with his weight, addressing it publicly, openly. I think that's
You talked about a food addiction, which was what your second book is about.
Absolutely. He's in that book. And honestly, there have been headlines that have come out recently about, I don't know, food expenses or whatever.
$82,000 in concessions and hot dogs and beer.
But unless he broke the law or did something, I have to say, it seems like fat shaming in the media. Okay? I don't know. I don't get it. Where's the crime?
What if he's spending $82,000?
Is it fat shaming, or is it just the fact that he's using taxpayers' dollars, but it was reimbursed?
It was an allowance. From what I understand. We have to. Listen, if something wrong happened, we'll find out what it was. But at this point, I'm just a little skeptical as the angle people take.
I agree with you.
Someone's fighting their weight.
See, we don't always disagree. I want to switch gears and talk about the movement, because long before you wrote this book, you were helping people like me negotiate our business arrangements here, and you negotiated my deal at MSNBC. So you've been giving women advice for a long time. Why did you put it in a book?
Because I think, first of all, I wrote Knowing Your Value, and it got such an incredible response, and it helped women get raises.
We all want raises.
I think that you got to take it to the next level and grow your value, and there are things that we do that get in the way of that. So you're going to be joining me on Friday. We're going to be on stage with a lot of amazing women talking about how you get the clutter out of your brain and stop doing the things that get in the way of you getting the best value back. Like, for example, can anybody in this room tell me in 20 seconds or less what their value is? Anybody at this table? What is it?
My core value?
What's your value?
Faith.
What's your value?
Or my monetary value.
Yeah. What's your brand? Tell me your brand.
My brand, I'm a Midwest girl.
Right.
God, people.
Right. Okay.
No.
Raven, what's your brand?
She's young activist, 55 net worth.
Thank you.
Is that your Instagram bio?
So for our viewers, what is the best advice you can give them?
Okay, number one, know what your brand is. Know what you do. What is the value that you bring to the table? Be able to say it strongly and confidently in 20 seconds or less.
Yeah, well,
but most women do. So we've got to be able to do this.
I have to do it, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but that's what I said yesterday about it. I said
you need to take her on tour with you.
Some people need to know their value because you deserve more money when you know it.
If you would self-deprecate and
depreciate. You depreciate, right?
I love when you're talking about people pleasing. Don't, and the best advice I ever got was don't mistake my kindness for weakness.
Thank you.
I'm Southern.
I love that.
And I can be walked on, but I'm like, no, stand up for what you believe in and know it.
Bless your heart means you're dead. No, but people pleasing is what women do, and I think it's poison at the negotiating table. It's not about being friends. It's about getting value. It's not about making everybody comfortable. It's actually, if you walk out of the room and it was felt like an uncomfortable meeting,
you have
done your job.
Oh my God. I need to keep reading her books. You all need to read her books. Thank you, Shamika Brzezinski. You can see her every day on Morning Joe from 6 to 9 a.m. and members of our audience are getting a copy of her excellent book. We'll be right back.
What did Blackish star Anthony Anderson do that got him kicked out of the White House? Find out next.
ABC's hit sitcom Blackish last week, and in tonight's episode, one of the kids found a way to rebel in a way no one was prepared for. Take a look.
Now, what's all this fuss about? Huh? Junior is a Republican. Well, that's fine. What? He wants to be a publican, a British tavern owner. Noble profession. No, Mama, a Republican. What's that you say? You say as in Republican? Uh-huh. No, it can't be a Republican. Oh, my. Not a Republican. Oh, Jesus. Black Jesus, Sarah Palin.
Please welcome Anthony Anderson. Amazing, Anthony.
Yo, check out the no socks.
No socks and red bottoms. No socks and red bottoms. Thank you. I downloaded some PDF app giving me 28 minutes a day for 4 days a week. That's what it looks like. Have you ever been 280 without a baby? 280, not 180. 280 without a baby. I was 282. All right.
Thank you so much for coming on, and I just have to say I had a wonderful time on your show.
Oh, thank you for joining us. Come on, baby.
Your casting
I can't
crew.
wait for you to come back.
Is she coming back?
That's my sister.
Okay, she'll be back.
Yeah. Whenever you guys decide to let her go, she's coming back home.
All right,
hopefully they say never, but
she's never free, but we'll loan her to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Why is it so bad to be a black Republican?
I don't... Sorry. Name me a black Republican other than the black pizza. I said black Republican. Other than the pizza man. Other than the pizza man.
There's one running. Tell him.
Ben Carson.
Ben Carson?
Yes,
I don't know
he's
him.
running.
I
don't know him.
I'll arrange an introduction.
Okay, please do.
Okay.
Why is it so bad to be a black Republican?
Why is it so funny?
It's funny because most black people aren't Republicans.
I know.
Especially coming from the hood, so, you know. Yeah, so that's it. I mean, you know, I don't think they subscribe to our sensibilities.
We can have that conversation another time, but I think what's so great is it's so funny.
You asked the question, now you want the baby to answer.
She asked. She asked. But speaking of presidents, the Obamas love you.
Yes, they do. They do. I love them.
And you've spent a lot of time with them, and tell us about some of your trips to the White House, because you're a regular. You're like on the rapid entry list.
I used to be a regular until I was kicked out during Easter.
What did you do? What did you do?
I was, looking at some top secret.
It's really hard to get kicked out. Once you're in, you're in.
Once I was in, I'm out.
Wow. What happened? You should have called me. See, that's where Republicans can come in handy.
Oh, really? Okay. A Republican kicked me out.
No, I don't believe that.
Yes.
There are none in there right
now. The Republican guard came over and grabbed me by my elbow. Like, Miss Anderson, you got to leave.
But what did you do?
I played this piano that's been in the White House since Thomas Jefferson time. I didn't know it was just sitting there. I wanted to play Living in the Sky by Stevie Wonder. So I played. All of a sudden, Secret Service came out and said, hey, man, you can't be touching that. I was like, my bad. It didn't say do not play. And then Christina Chin, who's actually the chief of staff for the First Lady, came and grabbed me by my elbow and said, come on, Mr. Anderson. I was like, where we going, Christina? She said, we're just going to leave. I said, are you kicking me out of the White House? She said, no, I'm just escorting you outside.
The egg roll, right?
Yeah. Well, speaking of playing, we mentioned it earlier when you first came out. You played with Raven here. She played your gay Sister Rhonda.
Sometimes art imitates life.
He's the only one that got me to do that on TV. I had other offers to do it, and I said, you know what? I'm only going to do it for good writing, good directing, great people, great actors, and a cohesive storyline. They did a wonderful job, and
Yeah, no,
I'm
we
happy.
did. And
My mom was even okay with it.
yeah, no, it's,
oh, that's bad.
You know,
I was nervous about my mom.
I'm in Atlanta right now filming Barbershop 3, and the manager of the hotel is a gay white male, and he came to me the day after our episode aired and was like, thank you for doing that episode. He's like, that is my life. That was my mother, you know, and so, you know, we pride ourselves on being topical and timely about issues that are going on in society and in our lives, and you know, thank you for coming on and sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I want to, before we leave, I have some interesting information. See, you came from the streets of Compton.
Yes, I did.
Compton. And, but you actually are a ballerina.
Wait,
Did I read that?
I think
you studied ballet.
No, that says I played ball.
You studied.
I played ball in the arena. No, it says I played ball in the arena, not I'm a ballerina.
Can you show me a tendu?
I can show you a tendu.
Show me a
I can show you a tendu.
Wow.
I can show you a double jack. I can show you an income ball. I can show you an Arabesque. That's the High School for the Performing Arts. That's Howard University College of Fine Arts. This is what I do.
What else can you do? What else can you do on this floor right here? I think I can. Come on, can I?
Really want me to do this?
I'll do it with you.
I didn't stretch. I didn't stretch.
I didn't stretch either. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Come on. Ready?
All right.
Ready? Ready?
All right.
oh my God.
Are you ready?
Hold on. I gotta make
I'm gonna
it
go
hit the
this way.
floor.
Come on,
You
wait.
ready? Come on.
Thanks to Anthony Anderson. Blackish airs tonight at 9:30 right here on ABC. We'll be right back.
The Scandal season finale will have you screaming at the TV. And this has a sneak peek next.
And I hope we'll...
Squeeze some spoilers out of Huck. Please welcome Guillermo Diaz. If we had a drill and we're willing to take out some of your teeth, we might get some more information, right, ladies?
I just had a wisdom tooth taken out like a week ago, and the dentist was like, I'm taking your teeth out now.
And doesn't it make Huck seem even more diabolical? you know, okay.
Totally.
But, I mean, this show's so huge that the papers, the tabloids are filled with rumors. Can you try to clear some up for us?
Yeah.
We're gonna try.
Sure.
Okay. So we heard that Shonda Rhimes re-edited the season finale and changed the ending.
She did. We just recently got an email saying that the ending was going to be completely different from what we shot.
So do you know what happens?
I sort of know what happens.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
we won't drill your teeth yet. All right, you said that there will be not one, not two, but 3 more deaths. Like, who's left to kill off?
My big mouth. Yeah.
Can you tell us who?
I have such a big mouth. I can't say who.
Good guys, bad guys.
Who.
Is it her dad?
Is it
I love her dad.
You're so nice in real life, but even he knows he's, you know. Okay, so and then I mean, there is a lot of talk that tomorrow night's finale is going to be the darkest and the craziest yet. Is that true?
It is, yeah. I think of it as really great sex. It's going to be really satisfying, but then in the morning you're going to want more.
Oh my God! All right.
It's going to answer a a lot of questions, but it's gonna leave you sort of thinking, okay, what now? You know?
Yeah.
Can I just say that was really weird?
Yeah.
That was, but that's why I love you. But you play, and that's probably why it's easy for you to play a psychopath, pulling people's teeth out, dismembering their bodies.
Yeah.
I mean, what is that about? Does it give you the creeps when you go home?
It doesn't. I'm a huge horror film fan, and I've always been, and yeah.
No, I'm not into horror films, but I'm into murder porn.
You are murder porn? Ooh, murder
Yeah.
porn.
Murder
That's
porn.
not
You
weird
too.
at all.
Yeah, I need to trade.
Murder porn. No, like, investigate. Like the,
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I love that stuff. There was a script that we read at the table read, and it described Huck looking like Carrie in the movie, and it was that scene where I kill a room full of men.
People ask me if that, they're like, does that happen? I'm like, bodies chopped up. No, it does not happen.
I hope not.
Hope not.
Well, I heard that in this season, this girl, Lena Diem, appeared on your show, and you were so excited to meet her, but also to murder her.
Yeah, Lena Dunham did a guest spot on our show, and I'm a huge fan of girls and of hers. And originally in the script, her character is murdered by someone, and it wasn't me. And then a few days into shooting, we got new pages, and it said that Huck was going to be the one slitting Lena Dunham's throat.
Oh,
and we were both so excited. She was like, Huck gets to kill me. I was like, I know. Yeah, it was awesome.
I mean, given all this, is it a little delusional that Huck wants to have it all? You know, does Huck deserve to have a family and I mean, you know, because that's what Huck wants. Do you think it could ever be?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I think it's really interesting to watch this character, to watch Huck, because he's so he's got all these things that he can't have, and he's sort of, you know, become this man that he doesn't want to be anymore. And
you play that part of it so perfectly.
Oh, thank you so much. He's so tortured, you know. He's so. I can't see him having a normal sort of family life anymore. I think he's beyond that, unfortunately and sadly.
But because he's so damaged, you end up feeling bad for him. Anyway, it's amazing. But before you go, can we try one more time? I mean, we're not as sadistic as Huck, but we just want to put up some faces and see if you'll tell us what might happen to them. All right, quick, and we have to be quick because we're running out of time. Olivia.
Dangerous.
Dangerous? That's not a good word. What's going to happen?
You'll see why.
All right. Fitz, he complained that he didn't get any action this season.
Confused.
More? Good Lord, poor Fitz. All right.
Maybe.
Oh my God. Okay. All right, now Melly. Melly, I'm loving Melly this season.
Psycho.
No! Psycho. All right, Jake. Stabbed, right? Stabbed.
Fart.
Oh,
he makes these fart sounds every day on set right before we shoot.
Okay,
so that's the first
you're
thought.
not editing that. No, you have to stick with that. Jake gets farts. Cyrus.
Did I say dangerous already?
You did that already.
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo? What? Yeah. Cyrus is more cuckoo?
Yeah.
Okay, and Huck.
Oh, sad.
I have to hug you.
Yeah.
Huck is sad. Oh no, Huck is sad. All right, our thanks to Guillermo Diaz. You belong in politics. The season finale of Scandal airs tomorrow night at 9 p.m. right here on ABC. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Alana. Of course, I use the Clean and Clear Morning Verse facial cleanser.
My friend Rosie Perez, she likes crime shows, not murder porn. Keep your minds out of the gutter, folks. Our thanks to Paula Ferris, Raven Simone, and Molly Sims. And
take a little time to enjoy the view. Have a great day, everybody.